been a while.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the His and Hers podcast, everybody. Episode 48. I am David Cisneros here with my, did I say that right? Here with my beautiful wife, Nikki Glamour.
I was like, David Cisneros?
Cisneros. I almost fucked around and called AJ my beautiful wife yesterday when we filmed our podcast.
Shut up.
No, I didn't. Not really. But it would have been funny, though, if that did happen.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the His and Hers podcast. I know you guys have missed us. We've gotten some comments.
I know. Jesus, get off our back. No, I get it, though. Last week was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But, you know how it goes, kids and shit.
As per usual. But we got some crazy shit that happened in the interim.
Yeah, like what?
Like, well, first of all, I know that there's a whole lot of NFL shit going on right now with you.
Yes.
Because you have been. So do tell. I mean, anything.
I don't know if anybody's really going to be interested in this, but.
Is there any tea involved?
If you want to hear like NFL shit, you can go to my new podcast with my friend, childhood friend, AJ Lopez. I'll put a card right here. And you guys can go ahead and click on that if you're interested in that. But other than that, I don't think it's anything that really, unless you have like already a lot of knowledge about like the NFL or have followed it for a long time, it's not probably going to make a lot of sense.
Never mind. I retract my question. Yeah. AJ's been around for fucking years, so if you guys, and he's a riot, so you guys should go check out their new podcast.
Yeah, first episode just went up today, Monday.
Ooh, awesome.
Today Tuesday.
What's it called?
The Wasted Talent Podcast.
Wasted Talent.
Yep. And I'll leave a link right here or a card right here. I can leave the link in the description. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. If you're a Broncos fan or an NFL fan, go check it out.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, anything else crazy happened that you were referring to?
No.
Oh, that was it?
That was it.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, there is some celebrity news, I suppose, if you wanted to get into that.
Mention it. Let me see if I know about it.
Rihanna's pregnant, apparently.
She's preggers, you guys.
With ASAP?
Yeah. ASAP Rocky.
Oh, Rocky.
I think.
It is Rocky.
Yeah, it is Rocky.
That's the one that Trump got out of the Swedish prison.
Yes. And you know what? Y'all, like, fucking internet went wild, obviously. But, like, with so many memes about, like, how Drake must be crying in the shower right now.
Yeah.
Have you seen all the memes?
I have seen some of them. They're pretty funny.
Just like, why couldn't it be me?
Yeah, there's guys
I met the criteria.
It was supposed to be me. Or like somebody's like, it could have been any of us.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's like, I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I was shooketh.
Why?
Because like I don't know, like Rihanna is just like a billionaire in my mind. Like, you know, she just always been working a lot. I know, but I'm just like. I never saw like her being pregnant coming. Like it just, I did not see it coming. So much so that my best friend Khadijah, she got a hold of me immediately. Like I have a text on my phone where she was like, "Bitch," and like she sent me the screenshot of Rihanna being pregnant, and I was like, "What?"
Oh my god.
We had our own moment. It was crazy.
Yeah. I saw somebody, some girl was like, "Oh my god, Rihanna waiting until she was a billionaire to have kids is so inspirational." Like, dude, if you want to have kids, do not have that expectation. You should probably, maybe that shouldn't be like, I'm waiting.
Well, I mean, maybe like setting goals before having kids for sure. Like, you know, like career wise, I think that's smart.
You know, have a good
but like
job.
not be a billionaire.
Yeah, I mean, don't.
It could happen. It could happen.
Yeah, it could technically. Yes.
I don't know if Rihanna went into this though, like with the intention of being like, I am not gonna have babies until I reach that 1 billion. Be with a B, bitch.
I respect it. And how do you feel about people that just do not want to have kids? How do you know?
Man,
I know a lot of people our age that don't have
definitely get it because for a while when I was younger, I thought that I was one of them peeps. I was like, I do not want kids.
Sure.
Like, you know, just my patience back then. And I could not see anybody else in my world besides myself. And what changed that, honestly, was meeting Julian.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that made you think like, oh wow, I can have kids. I think I could see me.
Yeah,
doing this
like
for sure.
you know, like he was a really cool kid, and I just loved being around him. He was so cute.
Yeah, Julian tricked us. He made us think like,
yeah, bait and switch. Not him, like him as a child, okay? Because now we have Ezra and Mila, and Julian was just so much more chill. Like he was just so just so relaxed.
Just
like
put on YouTube. Play with toys.
Yeah, like just like watch morning cartoons. You know, like just he would wake up hella early though. He'd be trying to wake up at like 6.
Like he wouldn't cry. Nah. He never like shit his pants.
No,
like
he only had one meltdown. And it happened when David and I first got together. And at that moment, I was like, I don't know, but it was just one time in the entire time that I've known Julian that he had a meltdown at the aquarium.
He was like 3. Keep in mind, he was like 3.
He was a little baby. He was baby.
About Ezra's age. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was Ezra's age, and we took him to the aquarium, and he got a little freaked out by like the fish and stuff.
Scared, started crying.
I was like,
I don't get it. I was like, he's never like this.
No, and then we took him outside, you know, to just like get him some air or whatever. And he sees a squirrel climbing up the tree next to us. After we get him to calm down, and he freaks out again. And like David was so confused and kept apologizing. I was like, I
totally forgot about the squirrel. But yeah, we got outside. We got him to calm down, and then the squirrel, like not even close, like like far away. Like I don't even know how he saw it. He just ran across the field. He was just like, ah. I was like, never seen.
He just had a moment.
Yeah,
it's okay.
But like he was easy for Other than that, like he was super easy. I was like, oh okay, toddlers they're not that bad.
Yeah.
Then we had Ezra and Mila.
Oh my god, especially Mila, our daughter. Like, definitely just like her father, just mischievous. Gets into everything, and she's sneaky. She'll wait for the right moment. Like she causes distractions. She has like plans, whatever it is that she wants, and then she'll plant a distraction, and then wait for that distraction to do its job. And then while you're doing that, she'll use her brothers for that. Oh yeah. She will like use toys. It doesn't matter. I don't know how to explain this child, but she will get your ass. The other day, she got past my mom and Julian with a big ass container of cheese balls that is like literally her size.
Yeah, it's like what, like 2 feet high. The big Costco. Tell me how this
baby gets all the way to the couch and pours the whole container onto my couch.
Oh, our couches are done.
Oh my god,
They're so done.
And my mom could not. I was like, Mom, Julian, like really? And they were like, we don't know. But she used Ezra as a distraction for my mom and Julian, according to them. So anyways, we have our hands full.
She does do that, yeah.
We had no idea. But
Ezra's more like you. Ezra's like very...
He is.
He's very... I don't want to say particular, because like you're not like super particular, but he's like very... Like if he's doing something, he needs it to be exactly how he's doing it, because if somebody comes over and like nudges it a little bit... He's gonna be like pretty mad about it.
Nah, he would lose his shit.
Yeah, he'd be pissed. Like, and that's how Mila messes with him. She'll like go and mess up his stuff, or like put her hand just right above it, like
make him freak out. Yeah,
and he's just
such
like,
a little sister thing to do. Like, and they are already fighting all the time. Yeah. So, but to answer your question,
But you don't get mad when people.
I don't. Yeah, no.
Don't want to have kids.
No, I don't. I'm just like I feel you, you know, like I love my kids. They just provide so much life, but I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy.
No, it's not easy.
And it's not convenient.
I remember, like people, obviously I had Julian at a young age, and then
obviously,
and then people will come up to me, especially like people that are maybe a little bit older than me, they'll come up to me and be like, just randomly and be like, he's like, I don't want kids. I'd be like, all right. Like,
okay.
I'm not telling you just because I had a kid.
Wait a minute.
I'm not telling you to have a kid.
So, like, people that came around you with Julian.
Yeah, they'd be like,
would
I don't
just
want
like
kids.
Randomly say, I don't want kids.
Yeah, but they were like, basically saying it like, I don't want kids. Like, are you okay with that? And I was just like, all right, man. Like, it's your choice. Like, I don't care.
Okay.
Just because I had a kid age, I'm not like everybody. At a young age, I'm not like everybody else should have kids now too. You know what I mean? Like,
you should accept all the children.
Yeah, and I know that there are some people that had like kids at a young age, maybe, late teens,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, they will try to guilt like people their age into not having kids. They're like, why are you like, you just mad? Like, you seem mad, you seem resentful that.
I just feel like people need to mind their business.
I'm just like, I don't care.
You know what? It is a
all the kids you want.
It's a huge fucking question all the time with women. Like the minute you hit like after 21, people are like, when are you gonna have kids? And like it's just and then after a certain point, it just get more and more and more pressure is applied every single year that passes, and every single fucking Christmas. And people are, do you remember how long we were together? Exactly. And people would question David and I, both sides of the family. Okay, every single time, Easter, birthdays, Christmas, it didn't matter. Like, and my grandma started that real early on, by the way. And I was like, Grandma, like, I ain't even been with him a full year. And she was like, but Mija, he is so kind and so amazing. And that is your husband, and I just know it. And she was right, but still, I was like, you need to slow your roll, lady. But it was super, it was definitely different when you and I first started dating, and you were the only one out of your friend group that had a kid. Yeah. So I was. So a lot of times we would have to remind our friends, like, oh, we have Julian this weekend, or, we're just going to be staying home with the baby. And they'd be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like, 21 and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I can't. Which, I mean, I'm not much of like a partier anyway. David decides that it's a good idea. Not only does he have a baby, he decides to get with the 19-year-old who can't even go to bars anyway. So either way, he was saying no. But like the whole thing is like, that works for me because I don't really need to go to the bar. Like, yeah, you weren't really. So I was like, which is crazy considering how I met you. Cause yeah, well, I got pretty much dragged out for that. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, I'm not really a big partier. Like, I don't really drink a lot. I don't go out. I don't really like bars, like a whole bar setting or like a club setting. Just not that fun to me. Look, okay, David is really great to get to know, but like in like public areas, he just don't like messing with people. He's just like I don't, and I don't like clubs, and bars are just what I would rather just drink like at home or something. Like, why do I need to go out to a bar to drink? Maybe like a sports bar or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Maybe like watch a game with some friends or something like Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, that's fun. That's fine. There's like a purpose why I'm there. But like, I'm not just going to randomly, like, especially when I worked in construction. First of all, electricians. What? Alcoholics. Ooh. Like, y'all watch out for y'all's electrician husbands, okay? Man, I swear, like, if you want to be an electrician, you need at least one DUI and a divorce, like on record. I remember you always telling me, babe, I swear, so many of the guys I work with are divorced and alcoholics. So, but like, they'll literally just like leave work and then go straight to a bar. Crazy. Like, how do you 45, have energy 50-year-old men just leaving work, going to the bar. And I'm like, even if married or not, even if they have wives, they're divorced, whatever, just go to the bar every day. And you've never been like a bar guy, like just to sit at the bar. No, I'm not going to the bar after work. Like, I just spent 8 hours with you motherfuckers. Like, why would I want to go to a smelly ass bar? You know what I mean? Yeah. That's like in the middle of nowhere, probably. Yeah. And for what? Like, why would I want? You know what? I felt kind of. Don't even take a shower. I felt kind of the same way, but like you were construction, so I feel like maybe you just felt kind of icky even after work. You know what I mean? Oh, for sure. But the same applies in like corporate settings, because like, dude, all of my friends that worked in the office, borderline alcoholics are alcoholics, like straight up happy hour every fucking day, coming to work like all hungover, and they loved going to happy hour every fucking day after work. Yeah. And would spend buku money. Yeah. First of all, y'all, you know, we did not have money like that back then, so I could not participate. But they, I didn't understand that concept either, like, because I didn't like them like that much, you know. I could be like, even if I was good friends with them, they're like, you want to go out? And I'm like, I don't know, I just want to go home and like like take a shower and just watch some TV or something.
Just
you know?
like not be around anybody.
Yeah, I just want to eat dinner, just be at my house.
I think that makes us hermits. Although you were more of a hermit back then than I was. I used to drag David out to like museums and like stuff like that.
That's what my stepmom used to call me, like when I was in high school and shit. Yeah. Like, hey, man,
she used to tell me. She used to be like, David didn't go nowhere. I was like, oh.
I don't know, man. I just wanted to chill. Like, I don't need unnecessary excitement.
Man, I did.
Like, I don't need my life on the line.
I'm a busybody. I love being on the streets.
I like doing stuff, like, you know.
Yeah, I used to have David at every single day of the Taste of Colorado because I just love being out there. And you know, we live downtown, so he was just, I knew about all the events. I was like, babe, we're going to Civic Center Park. And he was like, really? Yeah, we're going.
And like, I didn't mind it, but the Taste of Colorado used to be so good.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
It used to be so good. You know, that's pretty much where like they shut down City Civic Park and they have like a bunch of stands with, you know, food and different types of food, and you get a ticket and you just get to go through and obviously you got to pay money for the tickets, but
it's all
now
like,
the tickets are so expensive.
Yeah.
And it's so like commercial, like all the restaurants there are just ass.
Yeah.
And the food's just not good.
This used to be like family-owned businesses that would come out.
It'd be like Mexican food.
Yeah,
back in, like,
and I mean the big-ass margaritas out there too, and like slushy machines. And now they don't have that. But anyways, I
now
used
it's
to
like,
have
do you want kale yogurt? And I'm like, what?
Kale yogurt?
No. I want a turkey leg.
Hey, to be straight up though, I had a kale Caesar salad the other day, and it was bomb.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't like kale.
Okay.
I don't like it.
When's the last time you had kale?
That was a while ago.
When? That does not work with me no more.
It was a while ago, and I remember it vividly enough to know that I did not like it.
Obviously not.
I don't.
You know, the benefits of being with somebody for over a decade is that whole not too long ago shit does not work anymore, because you're like, wait a minute. Since I've been with you, there's a hell to the no chance of you having eaten kale. So like,
there's like a certain part,
like long
like
ago.
when you've been together for so long, there's like a certain point in time where you could pretty much, you're not allowed to reference anything before you guys got together now, because it's like, why remembering all this old shit?
Dude, it just seems so long ago.
It was a long time ago. I'd be going on Netflix and I'll like find a movie and I'm like,
oh, same.
I'm like, damn, this movie's old. Came out 2011. I was like, wait, that's when
you were out of high school and when we met, yeah.
I was like, oh shit,
crazy, right?
Nah, you don't feel old until you're like out of high school and you're driving home from work one day and they play a throwback song that came out 5 years after you graduated high school.
I know.
And then you feel old. You're like, what?
Talk about hurting my feelings.
Throwback. This shit came out when I was like 5 years out of high school.
I know. And they keep doing that. And I'm just like, wait a minute. This is a throwback now?
You don't got to stop calling me that. But I know that I like turn into my parent where like when I'm riding in the car with Julian, if I do play music, it's just like
the sampled versions of our shit.
Just old school shit. No, I don't even play the sampled versions. I just play the originals.
I know.
And I just be...
But that's how we're like old. Our parents now, because like
just real music.
My mom used to say that shit too, because she'd be like, "Y'all just took our, 70s and 80s music," and I was like, "No, we didn't." And same fucking shit.
Yeah, no, we definitely did. We definitely did. But yeah, that's me now. I'm like, this is real music.
Yeah.
Let me see that thong. Don't make music like this no more.
All right, I know that you say that it's kind of difficult to like go back in your mind before we got together, but I have like questions, and I think that we should start talking more about this type of shit on the His and Hers podcast, because it is the His and Hers podcast, and we need to like really, and I want you to be honest about your thought process, okay?
Like always.
No, I'm just kidding. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
A lot of times now I get like Ask Nikki's, and like my glamazons coming to me for advice.
For sure.
And a lot of them.
You want me to solve them for you?
solve them? What is this, a true crime investigation? I don't need you to solve anything, okay? It's called giving advice.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean.
No, I just want your opinion on some of the things that they're kind of, talking to me about.
Yeah, sure.
Is that cool?
Hit me.
All right, cool. So a lot of them mention like the amount of time that it takes to text back. Okay. And there's a certain way that, most women view this, okay? I'm not speaking for all, most.
Right.
View this. And I want to know from your perspective, and obviously same applies to you, like you're not speaking for all men. You're speaking for you.
No, I'm not. I'm speaking for me. So for whatever I say, do not get mad at your boyfriend or your husband or whatever.
No, show it to them and be like, look at what he said. No, okay. Is there an actual emphasis on the time it takes to text back?
So is she saying that the person that she's talking to isn't texting her back quickly enough?
Yes. More oftentimes, yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know if this is like exclusive to a man or a woman thing, but like if I like you, you know what I mean? Like if I like you and I connect with you,
there's interest there,
I will text back a lot quicker than if we're just having like some dumbass conversation like, what do you think the color blue tastes like?
No.
I don't really
okay,
care.
but there's a difference between like really liking someone and just kind of, just having a little play, like people that
a saint. So
shut up, David. I need your for real answer. If like, okay, a girl that, you just like messing around with. I know that this seems weird for you to talk about with me, but that type of person in your life versus somebody that you really liked, does time to text back matter to you?
Like if I'm texting them?
Yeah.
Like if I'm waiting for their text?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
What's a reasonable amount of time, in your opinion, like that people should text back?
Hard to say. I mean, I think how I look at it is like, if we were like talking and like I text you and then you text me right back, then like I just don't text back for like 2 hours with no explanation. Like,
yeah,
you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like kind of like when somebody calls you, then like you're like, oh shit, and you call them like right back, and like,
then they don't answer.
Gone. You're like, seriously, where the fuck did you go?
So that's annoying. So if it's going and going, and there's no explanation, like I'm going to work, I'll text you later.
Yeah, like if they text you and then you text like right back, and then it's just like,
I feel like you're taking a dig at me.
What I'm saying? Like,
I feel like are you taking a dig at me?
Now what I would do is I would be like, oh okay, and then I would just. However long it took her to text me back, I would just wait that same amount of time. That's what I would do.
Not what you would do, what you did.
Shit.
That is what you did. Okay.
I thought I could wait you out, but I couldn't. And then then you kept doing it. I was like,
I was so non-committal. I swear.
I was annoyed. I was like,
and I had no idea that he was
you're gonna act like we didn't have like this crazy long conversation. Now you're just acting like you're like,
Well, that was at the club. You were 2 shots in. It's different during daylight hours, okay? And like,
damn, you had me all out of character. God damn. Oh my god.
So that's why I wanted to ask you, because I was like, he put such an emphasis on that whenever we first got together. Yeah. So I feel like dudes are like,
I was never like that. Like,
don't try that with me. It was only you.
For real? I mean, obviously it was. I literally married you.
Oh, okay, but
there's no like you can be like, I'm the only one. Like, so yes, you're the only one.
You expect me to believe that you never had this type of reaction with another girl not texting you back as quickly. Can I finish? Not texting you back as quickly?
No, I never had that.
So if they took forever to text you back, you didn't care?
No.
What?
Yeah, I was like,
lies.
It wasn't that big of a loss.
Lies.
You know what I mean? Like, it was never anything serious, like there's no connection.
Y'all, this boy had me on pins and needles about the minutes that were passing, okay? Like, he really just...
Hey, man. Hey. Once I had my mind made up, that was it.
Your mind made up about what?
that we were going to be together.
Oh, you made up your mind.
Yeah, I did. I made up my mind. I was like, I'm gonna make this happen.
Mind. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did.
Wow. The confidence, I like it.
And here we are, 10 years later.
Well, thank you for your insight on that. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to ask you is why y'all be lying so much? Come on.
Is that for me?
Yeah, the question's for you.
Oh, girls don't lie.
No, why y'all be lying so much? I didn't say that we don't lie. I'm asking why y'all lie so much. Like, you know, a lot of guys be going into conversations with, it could be somebody that they're talking to, their girlfriend, longtime girlfriend, wife. I don't care what it is. I don't know what it is about y'all's brain, but immediately y'all think of a lie. And then y'all decide if y'all going to go forward with it or not.
What?
Yes.
A lie. What is the context?
It could be any context. You know how many of my glamazons are getting a hold of me about like the person that they're talking to? It could be their man's or just someone that they're talking to. It's just not being 100% with them. And it could be about big things, small things like where they work or like who they've been involved with or like just, you know, stuff that comes out when you're trying to build a relationship. And wait,
people are lying about where they work?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
You've never heard of somebody, baby, people catfish from like A to Z. You know that, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, catfishing, yeah, for sure. But like, I don't know how the fuck you lie about your job to somebody.
Or like you know, lying like about where you are, like who you've been talking to. Like, you know, I just feel like there's a lot of untruths or a lot of omission that happens.
You know, you just gotta ask the right questions, you know.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, because I love asking questions.
You know.
Okay. Ask the right questions.
Yeah, you know, you got to be specific with your questions.
Why do you have to be specific for your questions?
Because
you know exactly what we're asking.
I can't read mine. Like, you know, if you want to know something, you just ask. You know, like that's what I would do. I'm like, hey, where do you work?
Okay, but they will ask, hey, have you been talking to other bitches?
Right.
And then they say, no.
No.
And then they find out.
What's the problem? What if that's the truth? I mean, what's the issue?
But they find out that they have been.
Oh.
Oh.
So wait, so they ask even though they know the answer?
Always. Ha! He's asking if we ask them when we already know the answer. Absolutely 100 fucking %. What?
Then just say this shit straight up.
No, we need to know what your answer is. We need to know if you're going to be a person of integrity.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're like my mom.
Well, you're acting like a child.
It's just like, you know, if you just be honest, not gonna beat your ass that much.
No. We need to know, like, if you are presented with the question or the opportunity to tell me the truth, are you going to take it?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's a really good thing to know about the person that you're with. So, yeah, if you know, you're not going to just sit up there and be like, I know. It's going to be like, hey, let me ask you a question. And then, you know, I know the truth, but it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I've done that to you, too. Yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
I'm like,
And you asked me anyway. Because you want to see.
I feel like I'm so obvious, though.
You are very obvious.
Like, so why don't you have a seat?
Yeah. You're super obvious.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it. No, I don't know. I mean, the only reason I could think of why, like, a guy would lie to a girl is if, like, they just didn't want them to find out, whatever.
I see.
You know, like, maybe find out they don't have a job.
That your brain is connected, and the first thing that you said was, you're not asking the right questions. And it's that riddle mentality. Like, let me speak to you in riddles. Like, let me wait until you ask this specific question, and maybe you'll get the full truth. Other than that, like, I'm going to put you through a maze of lies.
Like, if you ask me what day it is, I'm going to be like, Thursday. And then you can be like, oh, but you didn't tell me that it was March this month. You're like, you didn't ask me that. You asked me what day it was. You didn't ask me what day and month it was. Like, you asked me what day it was. I said Thursday, and then you're like, "Oh, what the fuck? You didn't tell me it was March." I'm like, "You didn't ask me that."
Y'all just be like, because you know what? And answer me this, because I've heard this, a few times, and I want to know how if it's true. Do you find that most dudes lie because they know that the truth would hurt their girl's feelings?
It's probably like 99% of lies ever told was to not hurt somebody's feelings.
No. Not lies that somebody has ever told. I'm asking, like, specifically in a relationship format. With man, woman. Husband, wife. Okay. So
like a caveman, right?
The lies that men typically,
you George, me Tarzan. Not George.
George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle? No, that's not Jane.
Okay. Look, we're not talking about that right now.
Although George and Jane, that does
sound better. It's hard to
decide. George and Jane.
George and Jane. Yeah.
Nah. Zane, Tarzan and Zane.
You said Zane?
Jane, Tarzan and Jane. Jane and Tarzan. I don't know. Wait. George and Jane. Jane and George? It's such an ugly sound.
Okay.
George. Jane. People are going to think we high as fuck right now.
Are you?
Hey. So about these lies.
Okay, but for in a relationship format setting,
right,
are most of the lies being told in an effort to save their feelings because the truth would hurt their feelings?
Yeah, probably, but like nothing serious. You know what I mean? It's like, what did you think of this movie that I really like? And you can be like, yeah, it was good. Even though you're like, I didn't like that movie. Yeah, just like maybe dumb shit like that.
Okay, but what about about more serious things, like where they were at lunch, or who they saw out when they were with their friends? Like,
well, I can't attest to that. I can't. I don't. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I have one more very specific question that I want to ask, because I find that dudes do this a lot. And I just feel like we've talked about this before, but I never really got an answer out of you. And it has bothered me for years. When I tell you years. Oh, wow. So let's rewind back in time. So we're at Wendy's. We're across from the park and ride.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And we're sitting in a booth, and we're across from each other. Okay, we're not sitting next to each other. And there's a booth behind me that's full of people. And a lot of them are girls.
No.
Yes.
No, it was 2 dudes and 1 girl.
Oh, so you do remember.
Yeah, it was 3
Okay,
people.
so why don't you tell me about...
I'll tell you the story.
What happened?
I'll tell you the story.
Okay, great.
So...
I've been dying to hear it.
Me and Nikki just got together, and we're at Wendy's, like she said. And I'm just sitting there eating, and like right before, these people are like loud and obnoxious. You know what I mean? Like they're in the Wendy's, like they're just being annoying. They're just loud and like all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like annoyed. And so like, Nikki and I are trying to have our conversation, enjoy our food. And then we're like, all right. And then we're sitting there talking after we're done eating, and then those people leave. Well, right before they left, like they were doing like some dumbass shit with like, something on the table. And then like I saw them do it. And so then I look up, and then the girl that's with them goes like this and then leaves. And I was like, what the hell? So when they leave, I'm like, bitch just told me. And so then Nikki was like, oh, so you just letting bitches fucking tell you shh. I was like, what?
No.
So then I was like, what? No. She's like, why didn't you tell me? I was like, what? Tell you what?
I'm gonna let you finish.
I did tell you.
I'm gonna let you finish.
She's like, you should have told me while she was here. I was like, they just left. I was like, you what?
No.
That's what happened.
Nope.
That is what happened.
When it happened, you told me that she did tell you to shh, but you told me that she winked at you beforehand.
Winked?
Yes, winked.
Nobody ever winked at me.
Baby, that's exactly what you told me.
Nobody.
And I was like, why wouldn't you tell me in the moment, babe? That's so disrespectful. And you know what you said? Because I didn't want you to fucking fight her and get arrested at a Wendy's. But why would I want to fight her if, like, they could have been doing anything? I know what they could have been doing on that table. And if she's telling you because, you know, that ain't none of your business and they could be, you know, doing some crazy shit, I would understand that.
But like, they literally left right after that. You know what I mean?
But this is not the only instance that women, even if you're saying that didn't happen, which I remember what you told me. Because that's why I was so mad. I wouldn't have been mad if, like, they were legit doing some illegal shit and, like, they told you to.
I don't know if it was illegal. They're just being obnoxious.
Okay.
Yeah, like.
But there have been other instances when women say shit to you, get a little too close to you, or you do something, and then you don't tell me until after. You don't tell me until after.
I tell you right after it happens.
But after they're out of my vicinity.
I can't control that.
Yes, you can. You can come right to me. Come right to me and tell me.
I do.
No.
I do.
You'll always wait. And then his excuse is, I don't want you to fight, and I don't want you to get arrested.
Yeah, that. I don't want that either. But I also don't be like, I got to wait 4 business days before I can tell Nikki about this. I just
feel like he always waits. Y'all
just
let me know if y'all's men do this.
Let me tell you this.
Nah.
Let me tell you this. Girls are very, very slick. Like, it is so subtle and, like, undetectable. And
yet you detect it.
I don't. Only girls like detect it in other girls, where they're like, "Oh, this fucking bitch."
Straight up.
Even the girls just like,
nah.
She's like, "Oh, this fucking skank."
No.
Yes.
No,
it's
David.
Always
because
subtle.
Yes, exactly. It's always
subtle.
It's always
like,
subtle, but it's also like
like,
very in your face. Nah.
Like I'm literally walking across the street.
They'll try to
make
it subtle to us, to other women. But they make it apparent enough for the man.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Women always think they're being obvious to men, but they're not.
What?
They're not.
Hold up. Okay, I'm not going to name who, but there was somebody in very close proximity to our family that was with somebody, okay? And this girl had a complete crush on you.
Oh, my God.
My family saw it. Everybody saw it. They talked to me about it. You had no idea. And then
because that's the last place I would expect.
Over here trying to like hit on you on Twitter and stuff, and that's when it got weird for you. That's when it got weird for you.
Yeah, that's when I had to tell you. I was like, "Hey, do not leave me, please." I straight up had to tell you, like, please do not. I don't want any problems. Like, I am not a part of this. Like,
but by the time David got to the point where he was like, that's weird, like...
Yeah, your family literally had to sit down with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, this is going on. I was like,
it was like,
no shit.
Bitch, my grandma was like, I see it. And she was like, mijo, she was talking to David. She was like, mijo, it's happening. And there's David. What?
I got like those flashbacks.
No.
And I'm like, oh my God.
And like...
No, I had no idea. I was like...
Y'all.
Oh. Then after that, I was like super hyper, conscious about it.
How is it evident to that many people?
Because they were all women that noticed. It was all women that noticed.
AJ noticed. Nah, AJ noticed.
About me?
Yes.
No, he might have noticed it about her or about him because she.
Well, she tried it with him too.
That was obvious.
He noticed about you.
Me?
Yes, at the club. He sure did. And then that's when she made him feel weird on the way to the strip club and that little bicycle thing.
Y'all,
I know y'all just getting some weird parts of the story.
Yeah. Have you told this story?
No, I haven't.
It is
share our podcast if you would like me to share that story.
That was a busy night.
Yo, but that's what I'm talking about though. And then this is the same girl that very night she's talking to somebody else, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so that's what I'm talking about. Is it's obvious shit, but for some reason it don't click with y'all, and that's why we be looking at y'all sideways like there ain't no way in the world that you didn't notice that. Like, are you entertaining it? Like, I honestly, y'all, for like a split second, if I didn't know my man, like, and we weren't together by this point for years and years and years, I was serious. Like this split second, I was looking at you sideways because for my family. They sat us both down like it was a fucking intervention. And I was so scared. And I was like, what is going on? And they were being all weird about it. And they were like, you know, so-and-so been hanging around a little bit more. And she's been like talking to David. And I was like, what? And my grandma was like, mija, googly eyes. Like she just has like, you know, like that flirtatious, like the hair flip while she's talking to him. She was like, and mijo, y'all, if it wasn't for my grandma looking me dead in the eyes, because she knew that I was about to flip my shit. And I was like, I will lose it on both of y'all. And she looked at me and she was like, mija, mijo wasn't even entertaining it. He didn't even know what was going on. Like she was over there looking que pendeja and like mijo wasn't even detecting anything. And I was like, and she goes, I swear, my mom said the same thing. My other family members said the same thing. And they were like, like, and it had that. Because I was like, how did he not notice? But David was just sitting there and he was like, what? And he was like, no, word? He was like, well, yeah, I did notice that, you know, like she wanted to like, because we had a get together and like there was trash and stuff and we were just like hauling trash out to the dumpster. And like she tried to like have a conversation with David by the dumpster and David's just like throwing shit away. And that's when some of my family members saw some, you know, that shit going on and they saw her behaving that way in David's presence.
Oh my God.
And they were like, David was so fucking oblivious. He like throws the shit in the trash and heads right back into the apartment. But she's just sitting there like doing the most.
I could not stand her.
But then she took it onto a platform and David was like, okay, now this is fucking weird.
Yeah, it was really weird. I was like,
super fucking weird. She was just like, oh my God, just like giving him all of the compliments in the world.
Yeah,
and like, it's not even about that. It was just like, how?
I was like, Nikki don't even like this chicken this much. I was like, I don't even like this chicken this much.
Y'all, I have to tell y'all the story.
It was okay chicken.
I have to tell y'all the story. I'm going to tell y'all the story. Because like, oh God, I'm going to tell y'all the story. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that made it super uncomfortable for me because after that, I was just like, everything. I was like, this fucking bitch hitting on me. You know what I'm saying?
But do you think that it's noticeable when a guy hits on me?
Yeah, guys are obvious when they hit on women.
Not always. Some of them can be slick.
They are too obvious when they hit on women.
Not all of them. The ones with no game, yeah. But some of them are slick. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess hitting on women was never like my thing.
What?
Yeah, like I never, I don't know. I just never felt comfortable going up to like a stranger being like, I don't know, hitting on them.
You went up to me, I was a stranger.
But I asked you to dance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think what happened was like, I would see a lot of my friends where they're like try to do the whole like go to, and to me it seems like such a cliche thing, that you know, go up to a girl out in public and try to talk to them. And it just, I'm like, that is just not the context for that. Like,
so you did not.
If somebody's like picking out like, you know, their toothpaste or something, I'm not gonna be like, I don't know. I just found it weird. Like, how the fuck? Maybe I'm just not creative enough to be like, I gotta find a way to turn this.
You never like tried to come up with, I don't know, like lines, like one-liners or like pickup lines.
Hell no, I don't do that shit. People do that shit for real?
Yeah.
I thought that was just movies.
Oh my God, babe.
Or like old guys.
Oh my God, babe. It is so bad.
I just talk. That's all I do. I just go up and then I just talk. Like, I can't, like, if you're picking out oatmeal, I can't make that sexual some way to a stranger.
So if you would have seen me
and creepy.
Not the context of a club.
That's why. I never wanted to be seen as like creepy.
So because we were at a club, the only non-creepy way to approach me was to ask me to dance.
Seemed like the least creepy.
So if I would not have met you at the club, would you have even talked to me in another setting? The gym, the grocery store. Like, it had to be there in order for it to work, because then you would have felt creepy. I feel like your answer is yes, which is like crazy to me.
Probably. I mean,
but you know what? It is a fine line, man. It's a fine line between like women feeling like okay, and we're just like, oh, he's nice, to creepy, like very fucking fine. So that must be a lot of pressure in that way to like try to talk to somebody new, especially in this day and age when everything is like social media, dating apps, all of that shit, DMs and stuff. It must be terribly nerve-wracking to go up to somebody. But you know what, baby?
I mean, I don't know about now, but like
I didn't care back then. I did not care.
I just never did that. I don't think, and I just never wanted to be like creepy or make somebody uncomfortable because, you know, like when you're out in public and like say you're out running errands, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like the last thing, me personally, what I would want was like some random person coming up and be like, I would totally bang you.
Okay, it doesn't have to be that.
Okay.
But
I mean,
like,
that's essentially what you're saying, though. Essentially,
what?
If a man hits on you in public, he's pretty much saying, I would totally fuck you.
But what if he just so happens to like? Okay, what if
there's no other reason for him to hit on you?
We just so happen to meet at a grocery store, and you just wanted the opportunity to maybe talk to me.
Yeah, you're picking out cucumbers, and I'm like, I would totally fuck you.
No, yes. Baby, what?
Yes.
So if a man hits on you in public,
yes, he's pretty much he's just
him
saying
telling you
he would fuck you. Yeah. What other reason would he hit on it? Do you really think he cares that much about what you're doing at the library?
Like to try to date you and get to know you. Boppy, really? Oh my God. Wait a minute. So
the moment I saw you, I wanted to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
whoa!
I did. I was like,
is that the only reason why you came up to me?
No. But like, baby, you know, that's a big part of it, though.
See, that's a perfect example of you lying to me to try to save my feelings. Because I know that that's a fucking lie.
Wow. Okay.
Point.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You got me there. It's complicated. Yes, I wanted to fuck you, but that wasn't the
No, it was
only...
the whole reason.
Okay,
See,
yeah.
Stop lying. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Stop it. It's such a bad habit for y'all to do that. Just be honest.
Yes, but you know.
No, yes, but.
You know, but I lucked out because I actually I loved you. You know what I mean? And it wasn't just sex. You know. I was like, okay.
First of all, I would like to clarify we did not have sex on the first night.
No, we
okay.
Didn't. I waited.
You waited.
I was like, you're gonna have to work for this.
Whatever. You had me at your house in the next few days.
I did.
Oh my God.
I did.
I feel hard for you too. Crazy.
Yeah. Me too.
But it's been a fun ride.
Me too.
High five now. Look at us. We got a podcast.
Got a podcast now.
Now it's, exciting with all these kids. Speaking of, one of them just woke up and he's jumping around up there. So we got to wrap up this podcast for this week. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Yep. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please go ahead and make sure you like this video. Also, if you're not subscribed, please make sure you do subscribe. Turn on notifications. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I'm David Cisneros, as well as TikTok, actually.
Yes.
And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel as well if you like sketch comedy. I just posted a sketch today. Today's Tuesday. And then you can follow the podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at the HISxHERS pod. And you can follow Nikki
on Instagram at Nikki Glamour and on TikTok at Nikki Glamour as well. I've been on TikTok a lot more lately, so follow me over there. Yeah. But I hope to see you guys on different platforms. Wherever you can find us, definitely come say hi and
feel free to comment.
Yeah. Let us know any
tweet us, add us.
Yeah, any topics that y'all want us to talk about. Like, it's the His and Hers podcast. And basically we just want to bring forward like our own personal views. Kind of like today's episode. So if you guys are digging this shit, like definitely let us know anything else that you guys would like us to kind of discuss.
Yeah. No. So we'll thank you guys for coming by today, and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.